So you're moving to North Carolina, but you're not sure where. From the mountains to the coast, there is a ton of great towns in North Carolina, all with their own culture and vibe. Guess what? We are here to help because today we're going to review the 7 best places to live in North Carolina for 2025. And if you are new to the channel and you want to know all there is to know about North Carolina and the Charlotte area, make sure you click subscribe and turn notifications on. That way you'll be the first to know what's happening in the Charlotte housing market. My name is Josh Finigan, team leader with the Finigan Group, powered by eXp Realty. And every single day we're getting calls, texts, and emails from people just like you, looking to move to the Charlotte area or within it. And guys, I'll tell you, we absolutely love it. So whether you're looking to move in 9 days or 90 days, call us, text us, email us, or schedule a Zoom meeting so we can meet face to face. The link is just below. We'd love to connect and make your move a smooth one. So today we're going to review the top 7 cities in North Carolina, but we do want to start just by saying what makes a city right for one person may be different than for another person. Some people like to have a little bit more peace and quiet, some of those rural towns. Others want to be in the middle of it all in that big bustling city. Some want to be near the beach, some want to be near the mountains. So it really depends on what you're looking for. Also, you may want to go to certain cities for their job opportunities, right? Do they have a big tech sector? Do they have a big health sector? So it really depends on what you're looking for. So today, to be as objective as possible, we're actually going to review a list compiled by US News and World Report. They actually have a list of the top 150 cities in the United States. Now, to compile this list, they use a ton of different data sources like the US Census Bureau, the FBI, the US Department of Labor, and categorize this data into 4 separate indexes. First, quality of life, second, value, third, desirability, and fourth, job market. So this isn't just my opinion or their opinion. They're using data to come up with the best cities. And North Carolina had 7 cities that ranked in that top 150 list. So today we're going to review those 7. We'll give you some insights on those cities. So let's go ahead and jump on in. So coming in at number 7 on the North Carolina list and 113 on the total list is Fayetteville, North Carolina, situated in the south central part of North Carolina. They're about an hour south of Raleigh. They're just under 2 hours to the beach and a little over 3 hours to the mountains. Fayetteville is probably best known for its relationship with Fort Bragg, one of the largest military institutions in the world. So there's a strong military presence that really shapes the community and the economy in this town. This all-American city is also known for its rich history, its bustling business environment with really big sectors in healthcare, manufacturing, and education, and its happening food scene. And fun fact, Golden Corral and Fuddruckers both had their start in Fayetteville. And rap artist J. Cole was raised in Fayetteville. And if you guys are considering moving to the Charlotte area, you have to check out our relocation guide. Scan this QR code right here. It's absolutely free for you. We have spent hundreds of hours compiling Charlotte's insider secrets on the best communities, schools, and areas here in Charlotte. So scan this QR code right here and it'll help guide you on where you guys want to live. Coming in at number 6 in North Carolina and number 60 in the United States is Winston-Salem. It's about an hour and a half northeast of Charlotte and about an hour and a half west of Raleigh. So you're a little over 3 hours to the beach and a little over 1.5 hours to the mountains. Known as a city of arts and innovation, Winston-Salem has a ton of different museums, art galleries, and performing arts centers, which is one of Winston-Salem's biggest appeals. They really blend tradition and history with modern creativity. There's 6 key industries that make up 87% of Winston-Salem's economy. You have education and health services, trade, transportation, and utilities, professional and business services. You have manufacturing, government, and leisure and hospitality. Some of the biggest employers in Winston-Salem are Novant and Atrium Health. And you also have one of the most popular universities in North Carolina right here in Winston-Salem, Wake Forest University. Coming in at number 5 in North Carolina and number 26 in the United States is Hickory, North Carolina, just about an hour northwest of Charlotte City Center. So it's just a little bit too far to be considered a suburb of the Charlotte area. But Hickory residents are still very close to the Charlotte City Center, so many of them live in Hickory but commute to Charlotte for the Charlotte International Airport and other big city amenities. When you call Hickory home, you're about 4 hours from the beach and about an hour and a half from the mountains. Hickory is probably most known for its rich history of furniture manufacturing in the US. It's one of the oldest furniture manufacturing towns in the United States and really put North Carolina on the map when it comes to furniture manufacturing, because there's a lot more manufacturing and industry here in Hickory today. Hickory is now home to almost half of the United States fiber optic cable production. Hickory is also starting to become known as a really big tech hub in the Carolinas as well. Many tech companies like Microsoft, Corning, and CommScope are moving or expanding to the area. And Apple, Google, and Facebook all have data centers nearby. But even with all the growth Hickory has seen over the past decade, they still really kept that small town vibe. It's a super cool place to live. They have a nice Main Street area. They have Lake Hickory, so it's really inviting for the entire family. Number 4, North Carolina. Number 23 in the United States is Greensboro, North Carolina. It's actually right beside Winston, Salem, just to the right. So you're just a little under 2 hours to the mountains and a little under 3 hours to the beach. Greensboro has a ton of historic ties throughout history and really known as a textile town, but it's probably better known today as Tournament City. And that's because it has a wealth of athletic venues. They have courts, fields, stadiums, and pools. Greensboro has played host to men's and women's ACC basketball tournaments, the PGA Wyndham Championship, and the US Figure Skating Championship. While advanced manufacturing still plays a major role in Greensboro's economy, more often the basketball courts and baseball fields are really the center of attention when it comes to the economy. So this is a really cool town with a ton of history, culture, and parks. So number 3 in North Carolina, number 17 in the United States is Asheville, North Carolina. It's over in western North Carolina, nestled right in the Blue Ridge Mountains. Asheville really serves as a gateway to the Smoky Mountain region. This elevated area offers sweeping views of forest areas and mountain peaks. And it gives you easy access to attractions like the Blue Ridge Parkway. Asheville also has a bustling arts and culture scene with a really cool downtown area, with a ton of different restaurants, shops, and boutiques to explore. And when it comes to craft beer, you guys will be impressed because it's known as Beer City, USA. There's a ton of different craft breweries right here in Asheville. You also have the Biltmore, which is the largest privately owned residence in the United States. Originally owned by George Vanderbilt, it's a 250-room castle. It's one of the most popular attractions. You definitely have to check it out. Asheville's biggest industries are healthcare, tourism, and manufacturing. Coming in at number 2 in North Carolina, number 6 in the United States is Raleigh, North Carolina, the capital of North Carolina and known as the City of Oaks. You're just under 2 hours from the beach and just under 3 hours from the mountains. And Raleigh serves as a centerpiece to the Research Triangle along with Durham and Chapel Hill. The Research Triangle is famed for high-tech research and innovation. You'll find companies like IBM, Red Hat, Epic Games, Cisco Systems, Lenovo, and Fidelity right here. And you're also going to find some of the highest esteemed universities in North Carolina right in this triangle. You have NC State right here in Raleigh, and you have Duke and Chapel Hill right in the area. But Raleigh is also prized for its quality of life, showcasing a blend of bustling city life, tree-lined neighborhoods, and a thriving food and art scene. All right, guys, before we get into number 1 on this list, I'd love to hear from you. What are your thoughts on this top 7 list? Do you agree with some? Do you disagree with others? Comment below. All right, guys, coming in at number 1 in North Carolina and number 5 in the United States is Charlotte, North Carolina, which we're actually filming in Uptown today, and this is where we live and work. Charlotte finds itself in the south central part of North Carolina and borders South Carolina, so you're about 2 hours away from the mountains and about 3.5 hours away from the beach. And Charlotte is known as the Wall Street of the South because it's the second largest banking center in the United States, second to New York City. And even though Charlotte isn't the capital of North Carolina, it's definitely North Carolina's largest city, and it also has the largest airport, Charlotte International Airport, where you're gonna find the most international and national connections. You'll also find the largest concentration of companies calling Charlotte home. There's actually 18 Fortune 500 companies and 28 Fortune 1000 companies right here in Charlotte. You have companies like Bank of America, Wells Fargo, Duke Energy, Lowe's, Amazon, Honeywell, Newcar, and Truist, just to name a few. You also have Carowinds, which is an awesome theme park right here in Charlotte. You have the biggest city center that you're gonna find in North Carolina in Charlotte, and there's 3 different lakes surrounding the Charlotte area, really giving you that lake life so you can escape for a weekend on the water. Charlotte is also the biggest sports hub with professional teams like the Carolina Panthers, the Charlotte Hornets, and the Charlotte Football Club, along with the NASCAR Hall of Fame. So Charlotte's definitely gonna give you that really busy, bustling city life, but there's a lot of rural suburbs surrounding the Charlotte area if you want a little bit more peace and privacy from your neighbors. And if you wanna know more information about living in Charlotte, first of all, subscribe to our channel. We have a ton of videos on Charlotte and the best suburbs in the area, everything you need to know. We did a whole video diving deep into Charlotte itself, I'll put a link up here and also in the description below. And if you are torn between number 2 and number 1 on this list, Raleigh versus Charlotte, we did a whole video diving deep into Charlotte versus Raleigh. We'll put a link in the description below. And if you do want us to do any other comparison videos, Charlotte versus another city, let us know in the comments. And if you are considering moving to the Charlotte area, we would love to be your real estate resource of choice. But if you're looking to move anywhere in the Carolinas, we have a very strong referral network, so we can pair you with a great agent to really make your move a smooth one. But guys, thanks so much for watching. Until next time, I'll see you around town.